welcome everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. This is going to be a lovely little practice today, a little bit more focused on balance. So just a skill that is required every day, everywhere. So that is what we're going to do today. We're going to start in a nice, comfortable seated position and just taking a nice deep inhale. So really expanding the lungs out and the rib cage out in all directions. And then exhale. One more deep full body inhale. And exhale. Lovely. Taking any props off your mat and always feeling free to use props if you want to. We're going to come to the front of our mat and just start with our sun salutation. So inhaling, arms come up to sky. Exhale, hinging from the hips, forward fold. Inhale, left leg goes back, lowering that back knee, opening the chest. Exhale, stepping back to down dog, hips to the sky, bending the knees. Holding the breath, knees come down, chest comes down between the hands, chin comes down. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, chest comes up for cobra. Exhale, tucking toes back to down dog. Inhale, stepping that left foot forward between the hands, opening the chest. Exhale, stepping forward to forward fold. Inhale, hands come up to sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, hinging from the hips, forward fold. Inhale, taking the right foot back, lowering the back knee, opening the shoulders and chest. Exhale, stepping back to down dog. Feet hip distance apart, spreading those fingers nice and wide. Holding the breath, knees lower, chest, chin comes down. Option always to go all the way down. Inhale up to cobra, keeping the elbows closed, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, pushing back to down dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward between the hands, lowering that back knee, opening the chest. Exhale, stepping forwards to forward fold. Inhale, hands come up to sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, sitting the sit bones back, bringing the arms up, chair pose. Weight slightly in the heels, tucking the pelvis if you need to, shoulders away from ears. Taking a breath here. And exhale, swan diving all the way forwards to forward fold. Taking the feet a little wider, holding opposite elbows, coming into ragdoll position. Just swaying side to side, having a bend in the knees if you need to. Letting the upper body just release and relax for a minute. Bringing the feet back in, rolling up through the spine. Taking a big step back with your right foot, coming to a high lunge position. Inhale, arms come up to sky. Exhale, planting that back foot down. Arms stretch out to the sides, warrior two. Inhale, just straightening the left knee. Exhale, bend 90 degrees. Inhale up to center. Exhale, bend, holding here for 2 breaths. Taking the hips to the long side of the mat, rolling the shoulders down and back. And just making sure your knee and your ankle are stacked, not letting that knee drop in, keeping it pushed out. One more breath here. Inhale, arms come up, straightening both legs, pivoting the toes in, heels slightly out. Exhale to your wide-legged forward fold. From here, keeping the right hand in between the legs. You might want to use a block here to put your hand on. And then we're going to inhale, left hand comes up to sky, holding here for a breath. Lowering that left hand, bringing the right hand up to sky, nice twist. Bringing the right hand out, walking the hands round to the front of the mat, and then stepping that left foot back, coming into down dog, pedaling out the knees. And then walking the feet all the way forwards to forward fold. Rolling up through the spine. Rolling the shoulders down and back, mountain pose. From here, we are going to come into tree pose. So shifting the weight into your left foot and either finding your right foot near your ankle, your calf, or your thigh, just keeping it away from your knee area. Once you've found your preferred tree pose, bringing hands to heart center. Inhale, arms come up to sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, expanding the lungs, rib cage on the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. Holding for 2 breaths. Exhale, release, bring the knee out in front. And we're going to go straight into warrior 3. So right foot goes back, arms go back, and just reaching head to toe, holding in your warrior 3 for 2 breaths. Inhale, bringing the knee all the way back up and just holding your foot out straight in front of you. 1 more breath. Exhale, placing the right foot down, shifting the weight across to your right foot, finding your preferred position for trees, so either ankle, calf, or thigh. And just make sure your foot's pushing into your leg and your leg into your foot, growing tall through the spine. Make sure your hips are nice and centered. And when you are ready, hands come to heart. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, hands to heart, holding here for 2 breaths. And on your next exhale, bringing that knee right in front of you, and on your exhale, sending the hands and the left foot back for warrior 3, keeping the hips facing the ground. Holding here for 2 breaths. Inhale, drawing that foot all the way back up, and you can either hold here with your knee or extending it, leg out in front and holding for 2 breaths. Exhale, releasing down, have a little shake, have a little pedal of those knees and feet. That's a lot of balancing. Whew. Coming to the front of your mat if you're not already. Inhaling, arms come up to sky, reaching high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. And then exhale, stepping back to down dog. Filling out the knees if it's comfortable, or just finding your stillness, sending those hips up to the sky. Exhale, releasing the knees, come down, sending the hips back to heels, extended child's pose. Resting the forehead on the ground, resting the arms. Walking the hands back to knees, rolling up through the spine. Coming with your legs moving around. We are heading to bridge pose. Feet hip distance apart, rolling the back down to your mat. And just finding a comfortable position for your shoulders. Usually you might be able to touch just your heel with your middle finger. On the inhale, we're gonna tuck the pelvis up and draw up through that spine. So more of a spine curl. And the arms come up overhead. On the exhale, we're rolling from that upper spine all the way through mid-spine and then down to lower spine. Inhale up to bridge. Exhale, lowering down. Bringing the knees into chest for a nice squeeze. And then sending feet directly up to the sky for legs up the wall. You can rest your hands beside you or lightly tuck them under your hips, closing the eyes and holding here for 4 breaths. Bringing knees back into chest, nice squeeze. Releasing the left leg out long and taking that right knee up to a nice 90-degree angle and then taking it across to the left. Reaching the right arm out to the side, closing the eyes and relaxing here for a few breaths. Inhale back to center, both knees into chest. Exhale, right leg comes long, taking that left knee across, keeping the shoulders grounded and using props if you need to, closing the eyes, relaxing here for a few breaths. Inhale, both knees to chest, rolling up to a seated position, bringing your feet out in front, and then we're just going to bring the soles of our feet together for a forward fold, kind of like butterfly. So you might want to block underneath your knees or use a cushion. You can have your feet as close or as far away as you like. Inhaling, nice tall spine, shoulders away from ears, and then exhale, hinging from the hips, forward fold. And just resting here for a few breaths. Making any adjustments as needed, making sure you're comfortable. Inhale, coming back up. Releasing the legs out long, rolling everything down to the mat. Taking your final pose of Shavasana. Closing the eyes. And just starting to rest the feet, the lower legs, the upper legs. Releasing and relaxing the hips, the stomach, the chest. And taking hands away from the body slightly, palms facing up. Relaxing the arms. The shoulders. The neck, chin, cheeks, and forehead. Becoming aware of fingers and toes. Taking a nice breath. And then taking a stretch of your body's choosing. Coming to a comfortable seated position. Finding a nice tall spine, shoulders relaxed. Full body inhale and exhale. Bringing hands lightly to heart center, bowing the head to the heart and finishing with a smile today. Namaste. Thank you so much for coming. We shall see you again soon.